how to add streaming services to your smart TV and websites to legally watch free movies online. I'm Hewie Poplock. I'm in Sarasota, well, just north of Sarasota in Bradenton, Florida, and just which is just south of Tampa. And as you mentioned earlier, I'm a member of the Central Florida Computer Society, have been for since 1987. I'm a past president, and I still do a Windows Special Interest Group, which we now have merged with the Sarasota Technology User Group on the second Sunday of the month, and you're all welcome to attend that. And the Sarasota group, I'm on the board of directors, and I do presentations, and I'm also their Zoom person. And I'm glad to be here at the Lake County Area Computer Enthusiasts. I like the name, LCACE. I don't know how you call it or what you call it, but it's got a nice ring to it anyway. And I thank you for inviting me. So let's get started. This is going to be a little bit different type of a presentation, because the first part of it is going to be from a TV, and you know that you can't just show a TV on Zoom or on your computer. I had to actually set up a camera and video the screen of two TVs that I have to show you. So it's going to be about a 10-minute video that I'll show you in just a minute. Then I'll go in and talk about the free movies that you can get and the services that are available for free. Before we start, remember that you don't have to buy a Roku box or a Roku stick or a Fire Stick or a Firebox if you have a smart TV, because they're built into the TV. So a lot of people go out and they buy a Roku box when they've got a smart TV, and they really didn't need to do that. You don't need to shut off your cable in order to try streaming. You can stream in addition to using the cable service while you try it. You can get used to using streaming. Then if you decide the extra work is worth saving the money, and saving the money now is it's not quite the same as it was when we first started cutting the cord, and you can get what you want, and you don't have to pay for a lot of things you don't want. You can also get a lot of free things as well. So let me get started with the video. Then we'll go into some of the services that you can get free TV and free movies. Then I'll answer any questions. So, how to add streaming services to your smart TV. And we'll close this. And come on. So let's add a streaming service to a Fire TV and a Roku TV today. Can you hear it? This is my Toshiba Fire TV that's in my living room. Not hearing you. I stream all of the TV. I have no cable. Let me try this a little different. And when I turn it on, this is what I get. At the top, you'll see. I didn't hear an answer, so I'm going to stop the share for a moment. Were you able to hear that? Yes or no?
Here.
I'm sorry?
Yes, I heard.
Okay, I'm just trying to see who was saying I heard. Okay, David on Carlson online, but I didn't know whether they could hear it in the at the hall. But I'm going to do it a little bit differently here. Let me go ahead and share screen. Do it the advanced video. Somebody's coming in. And just give me a second here, folks. When I turn it on, this is what I get. At the top, you'll see that I have several choices on changing things and setup, and then I have some of the top choices that I have, and then below are all of the choices. But when I click on this, this will show all of my apps and my channels. As I go down the list, you'll see the several rows. In other words, I have lots of installed applications or channels or services. And these are the ones that I have. Now, it shows that I can have installed on this TV, or I can show not installed. In other words, that I haven't picked. But let's go ahead and choose one that I don't have from the list of movie channels. And I'm choosing Plex. And there it is. Now, when I click it, I have a choice of getting it. Once it gets it, it proceeds and then puts it in the queue, and then it downloads it. And installs it. And then you can open it. And once I open it, there is Plex TV with different choices of things that are available through Plex. Plex is a service that you can have. You can actually show your own movies as well. You can save items to your watch list. You can watch content on one app, and then you can also set favorites. So you don't have to set up an account, but if you do, it will remember what your settings are each time. There are many channels that you can watch that are live, so you can see the times and what the programs are. And you can choose whichever one you want to watch. You just click it and you'll be watching that particular program. As you see, there are a lot of different choices in Plex, as there are in all of them. Now we're looking at the local, so it has many local channels, many local news channels as well, and you can watch any of those. If you sign in and set your area, you can eliminate those that are not in your area. Here's choices of movies and TV programs. And so we have installed Plex now on our Fire TV. Now, when we click on a particular movie, it will show the cast and some information about it. You can play it, you can add it to the watch list, you can watch a trailer, and you can mark it as played. And as you see, there are several things that you can choose: sign in, search, home, watch list, live TV, movies and shows, discover. You can even listen to some music. And you can check to see what your media, what you've marked as your favorites. Now, I spend approximately $80 a month for DirecTV Stream, and that's the main service that I use. I can watch live TV, and it allows me to pick up the local stations in this area besides the stations uh, of the major channels as if I was getting cable TV. As you can see, I have a guide to go by. I can click on any one of those and watch it live. Or I can click something in the future and tell it I want to record it, and I do get a DVR or digital video recorder. We're now looking at Freevee, which is the former IMDb. Amazon purchased it, changed the name, but it has a lot of old TV shows and movies available for free. It is another service that I use to watch free TV. Now we do have a choice of how the list of services or apps are listed. We can click and we can move it to the front, which moves it all the way to the top, or we can just plain move it, click it, and then as we click, we can place it wherever we want. At this, what we're doing is we're moving it towards the top. We're going to put it right there. Let's switch now to the bedroom TV, which is a TCL Roku TV, and see how to install a service or an app on it. This is the list of apps that are already on this TV. As you can see, I have a lot of them. And this time we're also going to add Plex to the Roku TV as we did to the Fire TV. We're going to search the channels. Very similar to the other, but as we type in the letters, you'll see the availability of what we're looking for. And as soon as we type in the first two letters, it's already over on the right-hand side. We'll type the whole thing in, and it goes to Plex Free Movies. We go ahead and click it. It says we have a choice of adding the channel or viewing screenshots. Let's look at the screenshots first. And it does show us a few screens of what it's going to look like. Very similar to the Fire TV version. And you can see a lot of movies. You might recognize the names. Okay, so now we want to add the channel. So it's adding it. It's been added now. And we're ready to either go to the channel, we can remove it, we can do whatever we want. This time we're clicking it to go to the channel. It's loading the app. And it's the same as it was on the Fire TV. You see Plex. And then you see the choices that you have. You can sign up for free, or you can go without signing up, and we'll do that first. We can do several things. We can search. We can look at what's available. We can look at the home, the watch list to discover. We can watch TV and movies and shows and music. Same as we looked at Plex on the Fire TV, it's almost the same on the Roku TV, as you can see. We can go to movies and shows. We can look at categories. You have to remember that when you're streaming, you're waiting for things to download. So there is hesitation. It's not like cable where you just click a button and you're there. It does have to load. Sometimes it takes a little while for things to load as well. And again, we can look at the information about a particular movie, and it shows the stars. We can add it to the watch list, watch the trailer, mark as watched, and then there's some other choices. We've now added Plex to our Roku TV. Now there's several things and settings that you can have with your Roku TV, and you can search. You can show all of the streaming channels that you have. You can add more or look for more to add. just by clicking and going to those. Now, not all of those are free. Some of them are subscription based that you pay for by the month. And you can search whatever you want. You can add any of the pay services or any of the free services to your Roku as well as your Fire TV. Okay, let me get out of this. And share again. Having pieces and parts like this doesn't make it for a smooth transition, but we're getting there. Okay, this part of the presentation are websites to legally watch free movies online. So let's take a look at what I have. In this section, we'll look at several free streaming services to watch movies, TV shows, sports, and more. I need to add a couple of items that I did not include in that video that you just viewed. Sometimes you have to activate a service. And if you do, something may come up on the screen. It looks like this. And it'll say, go to a particular website, log into your account on that website, and then you'll get an activation code. And sometimes you have an activation code and you have to type it in. So it works differently with some of the different services, but sometimes you have to activate it. And somehow it knows when you type it in on your computer, the TV all of a sudden will connect and you're up and running. So you can watch TV on your PC. You can watch TV on your Mac. You can watch it on your Chromebook or your Android phone or your iPhone. So not only what I'm talking about watching these on the TV, but you can also watch them on your other devices. So if you're signed up for one of these streaming services, doesn't matter where you are or what device you're on, you have the account, you can sign in, and then you can watch it. So for those of you who are traveling or you're in a hotel room, you can do it right from your iPad, iPhone, Android, whatever you have, or sometimes you can even plug those in to your TV and watch them on the TV that through that service. So let's take a look. This is Pluto TV, the one we installed. This happens to be a movie called The Legend of the Lone Ranger. Now, because of copyright reasons, I can't really show you the videos, so I'm showing you some screenshots. But you can see in most of the cases when I show you screenshots, it's very, very clear, and it's really nice. But anyway, so we're watching a movie on live TV when it's being presented as we're watching it. Or you can watch sometimes from a DVR or a previously recorded or on demand. So let's take a look at what we can see here. So I enlarged the picture so you can see it's nice and clear. It's a nice big picture. And you would see something like that on your TV or on your device. Now, there are a lot of websites that have free movies. And you'll see here, I've got a list of them here. Now, I'm going to go through each of these. You don't have to write them down, and you don't have to write down where you can find them. I will send to one of your people a PDF with all of these, with the links to them, where you can go to them directly without having to write them down now, unless there's one particular one you want to take a look at. But anyway, and the ones that are in bold are ones that I either subscribe to or I watch quite a bit. And as I said, I will give you a sheet that will have all of these and these and these. So we're gonna cover quite a few here. It might be time to say goodbye to Netflix, Hulu, or Disney Plus, especially if you're trying to lower your monthly costs, because each of these are going up in price on a regular basis, and they're catching up to cable pretty quickly. You'd be surprised how quickly all of those services can add up and match your cable bill. Luckily, you can keep your spending in check and still get your cinema fix. There are plenty of places online to stream movies and TV shows free and legal. And here are some of the best options. First one is Hoopla. Now, many people don't know that their local library card can get them more than just books. If your local library supports it, and yours does, you can gain access to a couple of different services that let you watch free movies online, and Hoopla is one of them. Hoopla features tons of free movies and TV shows online and through its mobile app. Beyond movies, Hoopla also has tons of ebooks, comics, music, and audiobooks, so that it can become one of your one-stop shop entertainment shop. Just keep in mind, however, that Hoopla works kind of like a standard library. So you will only be able to borrow a certain number of movies, TVs, or books, and then you have a set time to finish them before you have to check them out again. Here are some examples of some movies that are available through Hoopla. And the Grays Lake Area Public Library does have Hoopla available. So if you've got a card from there, or check with your, if you're in a different area and you want to check the library there to see what they have. But most of them now are using Hoopla, Libby, and Canopy. And I'm going to be talking about Canopy also a little bit later. So just be aware of those. So another service is called Amazon Freevee. I watch this a lot. I like some of the things that they carry. Amazon Freevee, which was formerly called IMDb TV, is one of the best websites for movie lovers to catch up on all sorts of movie and celebrity-related content. It offers local movie showtimes and ticketing, trailers, movie critic and user reviews, personalized recommendations, and even a robust library of free movies online. The service comes bundled together with Amazon Prime memberships as well. It features fun family favorites, but it also has many cult classics as well. Whatever kind of mood you're in, you can bet Amazon Freevee has something for you. Here are some examples. I'll give you a second to look at that. Amazon Freevee adds 23 live channels from MGM and Warner Brothers. You'll notice the date on this was just this past June, and they've added a few more since then. So these are changing on a regular basis. So what I say today may not be true tomorrow, but it's usually on the plus side as opposed to the minus side. Amazon Freevee has announced a deal with MGM and Warner Brothers Discovery to add 23 new free ad-supported TV channels to its service, which will complement the existing 280 channels available on the platform. The new channels will be launched over the next few months and will include single title channels such as the Pink Panther. It'll be all the old Pink Panther TV shows, or all the Stargate shows, another one with just Green Acres, and another one with The Outer Limits, as well as branded channels such as MGM Presents, MGM Presents Action, and MGM Presents Sci-Fi. The channels will feature a range of content, including news, sports, music, and movies. The addition of these channels will help Amazon Freevee reach its goal of growing its slate of fast channels by 75% in 2023. Freevee also recently secured 10 channels from Lionsgate for the free streaming service. Another service is Popcorn Flicks. It's a straightforward video streaming service to watch free movies online. It hosts tons of films, TV shows, and documentaries. The service has been around for nearly a decade now, but the library seems to have made a recent move towards B movies. It features a well-organized directory to quickly peruse the various genres that you're interested in, including new arrivals from foreign films and even Popcorn Flicks originals. And here are some of the programs that were available when I did the screenshot, and some of the ones that are available, and they're still available now. Internet Archive is a little bit of an oddball in this list. Not only can you stream thousands of hours for free movies online, but if you're also free to download nearly everything on the website as well. That's because all of the content on the Internet Archive is either uploaded by users or falls within the public domain. Most feature films are more than 70 years old, but it's the place for classic detective, sci-fi, horror, and silent movies. And a lot of those old movies are really good and fun to watch. And here again is their screenshot of their website. Canopy, and I mentioned that a little bit earlier. It's like Hoopla. All you need to get up and going with Canopy is a library card. We can't guarantee every library supports it, but Canopy is a treasure trove of free movies online if yours does. You may also be able to tap into Canopy's library through your school or university. You can access Canopy online or through the service's mobile app, and there are more movies than you can ever hope to watch. Plus, Canopy's movie selection is top-notch, featuring award-winning films from such studios as A24. So what you may get is a screen like this. Watch now with your public library card or university login. So if you've got a library card, you click the orange button that says Find Your Library. When you do, you'll put in the information. And as I said earlier, the Grays Area Public Library does have Canopy. Now, Plex is the service that I just showed you installing. It's a valuable tool for people who want to access their personal media library from anywhere in the world. But that's not all it does. Plex now has its own online ad-supported media, so users can watch tons of free movies online without having their own collection. This selection of free content fits seamlessly within the existing Plex interface, so you can access it either from the app or within a browser. And whether you're ready for a long-time Plex or whether you are a long-time Plex user or you've never heard of it, this new movie selection is worth a look. And again, here's some a screen that I recently grabbed. Pluto TV is one of my favorites. One itch most streaming services don't scratch is the need to channel surf like you can on cable television. And that's where Pluto TV comes in. Pluto TV features tons of free movies, TV shows, and cartoons online through the Pluto TV app, but it presents them in a way that's more akin to classic cable. Pluto TV has a section where you can stream content on demand, but it also features more than 250 channels that you can tune in to watch at previously scheduled times. Naturally, that comes with a few downsides, but if you're looking for a one-to-one replacement for your existing cable service, Pluto TV has you covered. And I really like Pluto TV. They've got a lot of good things down there. And again, this is a screenshot from their website. Crackle, the streaming service feels like it's been around forever. It's one of the staples for budget-minded movie lovers looking for free online content. Like most of the other services on this list, it's ad-supported, but Crackle's library is more robust than others, and it's available in your web browser and through various smart TV and mobile apps. Whether you like watching your movies on your TV, computer, or smartphone, Crackle is there waiting for you to give it a shot. And again, that's what their screen looks like on their website. You can watch any of these movies or all the other ones that they have available. Top documentary films. Are you in the mood for a documentary? Top Documentary Films has you covered. Whether you're looking for a film on human health, environmentalism, or outer space, there's something here for you. It features some of the best documentary movies you can find online, covering a vast selection of topics, and it's all completely free. Some movies are only a couple of minutes long, while others are as long as any classic movie. So whether you have only 15 minutes or a few hours, you'll be able to find something on top documentary films. And again, this is what their screen looks like. Tubi. Tubi TV has been around since 2014. And since then, the service has grown to become one of the highest quality free movie streaming services you can find online. That's what's excellent about Tubi is that it offers some of the overall best films on this list. It also boasts various genres that you won't find on many other free services, like LGBTQ, home and garden, reality TV, and musicals. It also has many hand-curated collections. So if you have difficulty finding what you want to watch, Tubi will help you narrow it down. There's also a growing number of exclusive movies on Tubi. Again, this is what the website looks like. And again, Yidio, like video, but Yidio. Like movies found online, Yidio doesn't host its own content. Instead, it aggregates online movies and TV shows from paid and free services into one easy-to-navigate user interface. Because of that, Yidio's library looks massive. You can watch free movies directly from the website, and you can also browse content on Netflix, Amazon Prime, and Hulu. So if you have at least one of those streaming services that you're paying for, you should give Yidio a try. And again, that's what their website looks like. YouTube. You don't think of YouTube as a movie location, but YouTube is chock full of content creators, vloggers, and even original content. But what people might not know is that YouTube also offers a library of movies and TV shows beyond YouTube originals. Within that online library, there's an entire selection of movies you can watch entirely for free. Though the free library isn't the largest on this list, you'll find horror films, comedies, action flicks, dramas, and even childhood movies. So the next time you check out the Android Authority YouTube channel, be sure to scout YouTube's free movie library. And again, that's what YouTube looks like, looking at the various shows and movies that are available. The Roku channel. You can watch a bunch of free movies and TV shows on the Roku channel. The streaming service also gives you a free access to live TV. There's no subscription fee involved, and you can watch the free titles available on the service through your Roku device, but also other streaming devices or even a web browser. So you don't have to have a Roku box to use the Roku channel. And you don't have to, if you've got the Roku channel installed on your smart TV, you don't even need any kind of a box. The service even has exclusive new movies you won't find anywhere else. And that's what it looks like. Peacock is a streaming service run by NBC Universal. The platform lets you watch around 13,000 hours of content for free, including feature films and TV shows like This Is Us, Law and Order SUV, and more. The only caveat is you'll have to watch some ads while binging for free. Limited content on Peacock is available for free. No credit card required. You just need an email address and a password to sign up to access thousands of hours of great entertainment instantly. They're going to be promoting their paid service, which then allows you to get all of the NBC programs and several other networks that they also own. Again, that's what their page looks like online. ConTV, previously called Viewster, ConTV is a fandom-focused digital streaming service network. The website offers thousands of hours of programming, including free movies and TV shows across genres like horror, sci-fi, anime, martial arts, classical cinema, and more. It also got licensed content from many other studios. You'll have to endure some ads while watching, but you probably guessed that already. So, for instance, you can get the James Bond movies on Cotton TV. Vudu is mostly known as a place to rent or buy digital movies and TV shows. However, it also has a growing number of films and TV series you can watch for free with ads. Best of all, if you really like a movie you watch for free, you can always purchase it so you can watch it without ads and not having to worry about it disappearing from your free library. And this is what their website looks like. Zumo. Zumo is owned by Comcast, which also owns Peacock. Zumo has a number of older and more recent movies to watch, although most are not as high profile or have as high review scores as you can find on Peacock. However, Zumo does have a small number of exclusive films to watch. And again, their screenshot. I also found this recently. It's called realgood.com/TV, which you can go and you can see what's available and from different services. You might want to take a look at that. So Real Good provides information about streaming services and the TV shows and movies available on them. It provides a list of all the TV shows and movies available to stream online, ranked by popularity. It also provides filters and sorting options to help people find what they want to watch faster. There's also a section about Real Good, which is an extensive streaming guide in the US and UK with every TV show and movie available online. It provides the ability to browse through every TV series and movie and sort by title, release year, genre, IMDb rating, and more. It also allows for playing with a single click or tap. Some recent news articles. Tubi is now better than ever. They're adding more stations and channels available. Comcast and Spectrum lost 743,000 TV subscribers in just 3 months in an article from July. So people are going and gravitating towards using online services by cutting the cord, and so they're losing the services on their cable channels. YouTube TV rolls out major update with a new library and more changes. I mentioned in the video that I use DirecTV as my paid subscription, and it gets all my local stations. Well, I've changed from DirecTV to YouTube TV for a couple of different reasons. Nothing negative about DirecTV. I like them both. I happen to like the YouTube TV digital recordings better, the way they handle it. And I happen to like their scheduling, their schedule online to choose from a little bit better. But they're about the same price. They're in that $90 range, 80 to 90. And then Freevee, they're, as I mentioned earlier, they're adding more live channels from MGM and Warner. So all of these services are adding more and more. So some of what I said may not be true. They may have more than even what I talked about. And here's some examples of what Freevee are adding. They're adding news from different cities. They're adding some Dateline programs and some movies, some Spanish stations, and so on. So this has been how to add streaming services to your smart TV. Again, I'm Hewie Poplock.